Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about Perplexity AI. This is an AI chatbot slash search tool, and it's pretty interesting. I've never actually heard of it until today. I did my due research on it and kind of like signed up, tried a few stuff. It's a really cool assistant, so I hope you like this demonstration and presentation. The table of contents. First, we're going to be having a little introduction. Then we'll talk about how to use Perplexity, then the pros and cons, then comparisons with other AI, then pricing and availability, and finally, we're going to have a video demo, which will be in the breakout rooms. So first, introduction. So what is Perplexity AI? Perplexity AI is a pretty powerful search assistant tool that combines natural language processing and artificial intelligence to help users find accurate and up-to-date information online. Just to simplify that, it's kind of combining what Google search does, just this natural language, searching things on the internet, but then it's also combining that ability with AI, artificial intelligence. It uses advanced machine learning and AI to understand the context of whatever question you have. It connects you to a range of reliable sources. That's one thing that ChatGPT often struggles with, giving you good sources. So Perplexity AI does give you pretty good sources. It also provides citations for essays and stuff like that from a range of reliable sources and also summarizes the information from them. It's great for students, researchers, and anyone needing quick and reliable answers. So how does Perplexity work? Since it's not like an LLM, it's not necessarily generating stuff on its own. It's rather pulling from the internet, like I said before. It's mixing natural language processing, whatever Google uses, and then it's also mixing AI. So it basically breaks down your question into keywords and concepts, whatever it thinks are the main points of your whatever question you ask. Then it searches a wide range of online resources, including reputable websites, academic papers, and more. And it analyzes and compiles the best information and delivers it in a concise, easy to read summary. And also, you can do follow up questions and ask it related topics to help you dive deeper. And finally, it provides links to sources so you can verify the information and read further. It's a really cool AI tool. The resources I find is pretty up to date. I found that there was something I posted today, and then I posted it like 30 minutes ago, and then I asked it about that thing that I posted online today, and it already like learned from it. So it's kind of scanning the internet live, if you might. So here are some of the benefits of using Perplexity. It's really fast. I found it to be about like 1 to 3 seconds per response, much faster than ChatGPT, a bit faster than Gemini. It's really fast. It's almost like just doing a regular Google search. It's also greater accuracy than traditional search engines sometimes. You might like search something up, it just gives you like sponsored websites or random websites. This doesn't really do that. It's really concise. It saves you time by providing summaries rather than endless pages of links. So if you have a question, like let's say how to make a birthday cake, let's say that's a question, and you want that like formula to make a birthday cake, that recipe. It kind of gives you like a summary instead of you having to go on other people's websites and watching ads and all that. Now there is a downside to that too that I'll talk about later, but anyway, the benefit is it's just a quick, concise summary. You can also get citations for every piece of information, so you can trust the results. It does hallucinate, and hallucinations basically means that it kind of like goes off track. It doesn't really say stuff that's true. That might still happen with Perplexity, but at least you can fact check all of those with the sources it gives you. And it encourages deeper learning through follow up questions and suggestions. So I've used it. If you ask it something, it'll often give you like an option for follow up, and it's going to give you prompts. So you can honestly just like learn more about it. If you're trying to like deep dive about like something like history, then you can search up like a historical event and then just get stuck in the rabbit hole, kind of just like asking those follow up questions. It supports a wide variety of topics as well, from general knowledge questions to in depth research. So honestly, it's very free form. You can really do whatever you want with Perplexity. So here are some of the key features. Summarized answers, like I said before, follow-up question suggestions, citations, links that it gives you. It also has natural language search, It kind of understands what you're saying pretty good. It's user-friendly. It works on desktops, laptops, and mobile devices. There's a pretty good advantage of Perplexity. They have a Windows app, they have a Mac app, they do have like a phone app on Android and iPhone. I think they have an app for tablets. So it's honestly like on pretty much every device you might use. You can also bookmark or save answers for future reference. Finally, you have dark mode, you have accessibility settings. Those are always good. So this is how to use Perplexity, because you might never have used it before. So how do you get started? First, visit www.perplexity.ai and explore the homepage. You can sign up for a free account to save your search history and preferences. So this is honestly, I think you can use Perplexity without an account, but if you want to search whatever you searched up, if you want to save whatever you searched up, then you can create a free account, enter a question or a phrase in the search bar. Kind of just use it how the way you use Google. And we will have a demo on this in the breakout room, so don't worry about that. And if you want, you can review summarized answers, use the citation links, and ask follow-up questions. It's very easy to use, very user-friendly at least. I think pretty much everyone here can get the hang of it in like 15 minutes if you actually like try out and use it. You do need to create an account probably just for, having it work well. If you want to if you want to save your search history, stuff like that, then creating an account is required. So just use your Google ID, but it is very good. It is free as well. So yeah. So this is how to this is like the screen of asking stuff to it. It kind of looks like a search engine in some ways. It gives you the suggested searches below. And then there's different options here. I think the one with the light bulb, I don't know if you guys can see it, where I'm putting my mouse cursor. I think that's for deeper research, I believe. So it's honestly just like a normal search engine that you use, like Google. So here are some tips for effective searching. Frame your question clearly and avoid overly broad terms. Use natural language like what is or how to. And natural language basically just is you can communicate it how you want to. You don't need to like act like a robot to, communicate with the AI. You can kind of just use the language that you normally use with other people and it's going to understand it. Try follow-up questions and suggested prompts. Always save helpful results for easy reference. I believe there is an option in the app to save where you can just screenshot. Always check the citations though, especially if you're doing something serious, then I do recommend checking the citations it gives you. You don't need to do this all the time. If it's something like you don't really care about it that much, you're just like searching it up for fun, then you don't need to like check the citations. But if you're writing like an essay or doing something formal, then do remember to check the citations to make sure it's right. Also, you can combine keywords or phrases using quotes for exact matches or refine using filters. This is very similar to Google in how you use it, just like natural language. I mean, Google doesn't really have that good of a natural language. You kind of have to like type in exactly, but here you can act like you normally do with another person, just like type of text sort of, and then it's just going to get you your answer. So that's a good thing. So here are some more advanced search techniques. You can use quotes to search for exact phrases and narrow down results. You can also add multiple keywords for more precise results. Explore follow-up questions, like I said before. Use sources, compare multiple summaries, and use bookmarks and notes. And I believe there are options to like adjust how it does its research. Like I said before, over here, there's kind of different options. So you can do deeper research, you can do more light research. You can customize it how you want it. So over here, I believe this is Perplexity's screen. So you can see there's some view access. So you can keep some of your stuff hidden, secret. You can just keep it in your space. I believe space is like something where you can collaborate with other people with. And then you can also share the link of whatever article you're looking up. And like I said before, there's options here. There's a web option, there's an academic option, and there's a social option. So I'm assuming that the web option just looks across the entire internet. The academic option specifically looks at research papers, if you're working on something for schooling, something like that. And then the social one, I'm assuming it probably just goes on Reddit or like Twitter, something like that, to look stuff up. So here's some common use cases. First of all, research projects. Of course, you don't want to do your whole research project with this. That's plagiarism. You can get in big trouble for that. But you can use it to summarize some key points, learn, and find citations for further reading. You can also fact check news. I didn't really think of this until I saw this, but fact checking is good using this too. Normally, you want to fact check the AI, but you can also do the reverse. If you see a piece of news that you're not sure about, then you can paste it into here and then fact check it. You can do travel planning. You can find stuff about health, technology, trends, really anything you can do with normal AI or search engine, you can do it with Perplexity as well. So here are some of the pros and cons. So here are the pros of Perplexity. Like I said before, fast and reliable. Summaries make reading faster and easier. Citations, natural language search. Honestly, this is basically the same stuff that it said before. It's really good. It's available on pretty much every device. You might be asking, well, how is it different than just Google? I'd say it's smarter than Google in some ways because it's also using artificial intelligence. It can also generate stuff for you, I believe. So if you ask it to generate like a paragraph, it's going to generate that. So it kind of combines the best of, normal search like Google, and then it also combines ChatGPT's abilities. So here are some of the cons. Summaries can sometimes oversimplify complex topics, requiring further research. If you're doing like research on like, I don't know, cells or something, some like really specific topic, then maybe you don't want to use this. This is kind of gonna oversimplify. It may not include every available source or perspective on a topic. There might be unintended bias in this, where let's say like you're looking about like a political figure online, it might only show you one viewpoint, it might not show you the other. So there could be a level of bias to this. That's one problem. Also requires an internet connection. I don't really see it as a problem. I mean, look, Google requires it too, but that is one thing to note. Some features may take time to learn for new users, especially some of the advanced tools, and you can't totally buy the pro subscription. As I said, this is free. I believe they have unlimited searches for free, but there is a pro subscription with some more tools. If you're looking into that, you might need to actually learn it. It might have a bit of a learning curve to it. Also, results can vary. And one other quick con I'm going to add on to this is Perplexity AI and other AI. It's kind of like summarizing stuff, is pulling stuff from websites and then just showing it directly to you. Now, that might be good for you, but it does really hurt a lot of businesses. Like if there's a cooking website and you kind of ask this and it pulls from that website, it's not going to give that website any money. And the website, if you go to that website, then the website's going to get some profit off of showing you ads. But if you're using this, then that website's not getting any money from you. So it's kind of a problem. It's still a debate about AI where, like AI, of course, helps the consumer, but it can hurt businesses. And normally you'd think that like businesses have millions of dollars, but there's a lot of like smaller private businesses, like YouTube channels, for example, where, they don't have that much money. They're trying to grow, and using these can kind of hurt them in the way that they can't really like advertise to you. They can't show you ads and make profit off of whatever content they have. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. You don't have to worry about it all the time, but if you do have like the time and patience to, I would recommend just searching it up and going to those websites. That way they get the credit that they deserve and they can also get a bit of profit off. So also errors, of course, this happens with every website. Perplexity is not immune to this. So now comparisons. So comparison with other search engines. Perplexity, summaries with citations, follow-up questions, natural language, everything that we've said before. Google or Bing, lists of links and ads require sifting through multiple websites for answers. So again, Google's just a normal search engine. It's a traditional search engine. You kind of have to go through the website. You kind of have to go through the list of websites, the web page, and then just look at some websites that appeal to you. Now, Google does have the Gemini summaries feature. I don't know if all of you have seen that, where at the top they kind of use Gemini is Google's AI, and they use that to kind of summarize some of the web pages. So they do that too. But at least the base like Google application, you just have to go through links. It's a search engine. DuckDuckGo, pretty much the same thing. It is more privacy focused. I know my school used to use it back when I was in middle school. when we had computers, we used to use DuckDuckGo. They also have less ads, but they don't have advanced summaries or AI supported follow-ups, etc. Okay, I've never heard of Wolfram Alpha. I don't know what that is, but apparently they have focused structured data and mathematical queries that you can ask it, but may like broad explanations. I'm thinking it's something similar to Perplexity, but more in depth, more for academia. And ChatGPT. Everyone's used ChatGPT. I hope so. Interactive AI responses, but may not always provide direct links or citations. So Perplexity is sort of like combining all of these abilities and creating one tool. So here's the pricing and availability. So free basic use. Like I said before, you can do unlimited, just normal searches, no sign up required for most features, although I'd recommend sign up. And then also they have premium plans for a $20 monthly fee. That's basically the same as ChatGPT's. Global access. It's available worldwide via web browser. There's a mobile app, browser extensions. So it's pretty much available anywhere. If you're on the internet and you're in a country that doesn't like block AI or something, then you can access it. I'm pretty sure US and Canada can for sure access it. Free basic use as well. I'm actually surprised they have unlimited quick searches. They do give you like 5 pro searches. I guess that's more in depth, more accurate, but they do have unlimited just normal searches. And if you'd like to learn this with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursdays.